Hello and welcome back to my cover to cover series where I show you how I create a journal from cover to cover. If you're new here, I'd like to welcome you to my channel where I like to create videos for junk journal, paper crafting, beadwork, and more. My name is Yvette, and in today's video I'm going to show you this is episode 3 in a series I'm doing on a cover to cover, and this is the first step was making the cover and then covering it we used wallpaper. So I'll go ahead and link those two videos in the description box if you are not here for those. And in today's video we're going to have a little fun and pick out the pages for the journal. So for this journal I like the soft colors that are going on, and I decided to use this kit for nevermorecreation17.com, and Lindsey is the owner of that business, and she creates digital kits that she sells, and I commissioned this kit from her, so we worked together on this kit. I came up with an idea. It's called Heather and Lace. It's got a lot of lace and heather elements, of course, and then it has some different inspirational quotes on there. So you get 11 pages in the kit, journal pages, which makes 22 pages in a journal, and then you get 3 ephemera pages, which you can make pockets or tags or different things out of. So in today's video we're going to pick out the pages for the journal. I've decided this is going to be a 3 signature journal. So for those of you who do not know, I'm going to go through real quick what a signature is. So this is another journal that I made for my daughter and my grandson, and in the top here you can see these sections, and they are sewn in on the spine. So each one of these sections is called a signature. So however many papers that you put in a signature determines how many pages you have in that signature. So I'm going to open it up to the middle here. This is the middle of one of the first signature there, and as you can see that's where it's sewn in, and then here's all the different papers that create the signature. So we just gathered a whole bunch of pages, and then just as we go through there's more pages in there for each signature. So my signatures, I usually do 8 to 12 papers, so that I do 8 or 10, sometimes 12, but in this one, and I don't do all my signatures the same number of pages in a journal, so one signature might have 10 pages and one might have 8 or papers and one might have 10 papers. I just kind of do as I go, but it's nice if you have either 8 or 10, because then you have 32 or 40 pages that you could use, like one per month. So I'm going to take you through that. I've already put one signature together here, as you can see. So this is 10 papers. If we were to open this up, this is 10 individual papers. And the way that that makes 40 pages is you count it just like a book. So you would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then 20 on this side makes total 40 pages. So that's how you determine how many pages are in your journal. So how many papers you have, the number of papers you multiply by 4, that gives you how many pages you have in a signature. Multiply that out or add those up, how many signatures you have, how many pages in each signature, and you get how many pages you have in a journal. Whew, okay, so I made it through that. So I've gone ahead and created this first signature that we're going to put in here. Now, one thing I wanted to mention, when you're thinking about your signatures, you want to consider what is on the cover, because when they open this up, you're going to see several things. You're going to see the inside cover page and the back page, and you're going to see the front page in the first signature. So you kind of want to be mindful that when you're opening this up, you want that to kind of be a statement piece, okay? So I wouldn't choose something normally that is plain like this, because you open it up and it's like okay, plain. But open it up to this and you're like, oh, interesting, what's going on here, right? So I kind of do that. I usually do something on the front, whether it's a pocket or something. I usually do a pocket or a pocket on the side or a belly band, although a belly band has to be pretty secure for it to be in the front. But we'll get to that later. So you always want to keep your cover handy so that you can be comparing the colors as you go along. So as you'll notice, this kit has a lot of purples and pinks in it. And then the cover has a little bit of green and some blue. So you can pick up those colors, but those are going to be your minimal colors. Your basic main colors are going to be purple and pink and blue with a little bit of green. So that's just how I would do it. So I picked these three to be my covers of my signatures. So there's our first one. So that's going to go in there, okay? Then as you're going through, I'm just going to start putting this together. So I have some tea dyed paper, and I've got some avocado dyed paper. I've got some pages from a gardening book. So I'm just going to start pulling them. So as you can see, I'm pulling this up, and you kind of want to look at, let me grab a couple of these so I can kind of give you my theory here, if it's a theory. So what I've got is a couple different flowers here, right? And I'm sorry about the shine there, but it's a magazine. So, so as you're pulling these pages, as you can see, we've got a little bit of this kind of shape going on. So this is a good color to go with that. Okay, but I don't know that I like the dark black. Now you could cut that off, but I think I'm going to use that in a different way in the journal. So we have this. Now I do like this image. I think it's great. It would look great as a page, you know, folded in half. But I'm kind of thinking for this signature, it's a little bit bright. So I'm going to pass on that one. I do like this one. It has a little bit of yellow in it, which is fine, but we can just go ahead and fold that up. And I think that'll look good in there. I'm going to stick that in there. Now, something you want to decide is if you put it this way, it's a page. If you put it this way, it could be a page, but it could also be glued down on the sides here and become pockets. So I'm going to make this one into a page. So I have 1, 2, 3, and we'll do something with this later to cover that up. No worries. I like that. So we're going to go 4. Okay, I'm going to pull something else from over here in my pile. So you want to be thinking as you're going through how it's going to look. Now it is okay to put things in sideways as long as it looks good with what you're doing. I'm going to do that. And these are sideways. That bothers me, but I'm going to fix that. So bear with me while I get going here. Let's see, we need another page. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7. So even though we have this, we can go ahead with another page from the kit. There's 8. Now we have purple, and then see, you want to think about when you're turning the page what you're going to see. So let's put something else in there, maybe a blue. 9, I think. We're at 9. And I'm going to leave that for the last one. Okay. So let's count again. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 40 pages in that one. And we can cut these down. if we need to. So here's our other last signature. I kind of like that in there. I have this here that kind of mimics the same, but it's in purple, so it's kind of the same pattern. So I do that too, go by pattern sometimes. I think I'll put a tea-dyed paper in here. So even though the tea-dyed paper is yellow, it's, you know, yellow toned, it's neutral enough that it still will go with everything you have going on. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Getting another page here. Oh, look at that one. Seven, 8, 'I like that. But now something we could do is glue this onto another page, or take this and frame it. So I think I'm going to do that. I won't do that on camera, but I think we could just put that on there. That way you're getting that image without having to fold it. So I like that. So let's see how many we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we need one more, which will be 10. And I think we're going to put this one this way to make 10. Maybe. Okay, so this needs to be cut down. Now when I cut these pages down, you're going to cut along the top and the bottom so you don't cut off all of that image. That's just something I do. You don't have to do that. You can do what you want. And kind of a fun thing to do too is to come around and just cut like this, so you kind of got a little bit of a shape to it. Or you could even tear it if that's what you're inclined to do. Alright, let's see how that looks. Still a little bit tall there. So I think I'll cut down here. Maybe go like this so you're kind of following that same pattern at the top. Like that. I like that. And you still have your image there. Let's put our pages back in. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at our signatures here. I'll clean these up before our next video, so that's not a problem. So my thought here was you have kind of a blurred image on each one of these. This is more standout image, so if you alter those, if you were to put these together, I don't like that as much as kind of staggering them. So let's go ahead and do a flip through of our signatures here, just real quick. And as you can see, just kind of go from page to page to page. Here's our first signature. I think this is coming together nicely. I like the colors and how they go together. Okay, there's our first signature. Go through this one real quick. I love it. So, yeah, I'll link in the description box the first two episodes in our series here. Next time we'll go ahead and sew these signatures in. That's going to be fun on camera. I'm gathering up my bravery for that now. So if you guys like how it's looking or have a suggestion or an idea, now remember we're going to put this image on here. So we'll have that coming. Love that. Yeah, if you want to comment and let me know what you think about how it's coming together, that'd be awesome. And go ahead and like this video and subscribe if you haven't. And be sure to hit the notification bell so that you know when I, oh, see, look at that, that's so pretty. So you know when I upload my next video. And thank you for watching, I appreciate it. And that's how they'll go in our journal here. So this is what we're going to be doing next time, is taking those signatures and sewing them into the spine. I'm also going to be doing something to this spine because this color is a little off for me. So we're going to fix that in our next video. Hope to see you back here. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.